Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our final episode of the 2020 Global Read Aloud, where we are reading Chapter 23, the final chapter of Planet Omar, Accidental Trouble Magnet by Zineb Mian. So last we left off in this book, Daniel and Omar were lost, right, in the couple chapters prior to this. And then Omar prayed to Allah, and then they were able to find London Central Mosque, where a man there was able to help them contact the school and contact the police, who contacted Daniel and Omar's parents, and they figured out what happened, and they were able to pick them up, and everything was okay and all that stuff, and Omar felt like a hero. Then, a few days later, Omar had Daniel and Charlie over at his house to kind of, they wanted to get to know Omar, I guess, and Daniel's family wanted to kind of be thankful for Omar, helping Daniel because they were worried about him. All right, and now, they all became friends. So Daniel, Omar, and Charlie all became friends. All right, so this is Chapter 23, the final chapter of Planet Omar, Accidental Trouble Magnet. Let's get into it. Chapter 23. It was one of the best days of the year, Eid, and we were going to spend this one with Mrs. Rogers and the Greens. The night before, I had stood at my window trying to spot the moon, really hoping it would be Eid. The moon tells us when Ramadan is over because it's a new month in the Islamic calendar. If the new moon can't be seen, it's basically not Eid for another day. When that happens, it's so annoying. The mosque is always very busy on Eid day. Even people who don't normally go to the mosque to pray go on Eid day. So it is absolutely packed. We sat on the carpet waiting for the prayers to start and watching the people pour in. I like how every single person is different. Different shapes and different sizes, even for adults. Like fully grown adults can be really tall or quite short. And you can get really tall thin ones who remind me of the BFG, and short large ones and all the sizes in between. Then all the different types of faces and shades of colors. The mosque is great because you get all types of people all in one place, and you're usually sitting still for a while, so it's the perfect place to people watch. One thing I figured out is that some people have the kind of faces that seem quite perfect. They have a straight nose and maybe good skin and nice lips, but they still don't look nice. Like I wouldn't want to be stuck in an elevator with them, and they definitely don't smile a lot. Then there are other faces that might have skin that's a bit bad, and maybe their nose isn't the prettiest or their beard grows in funny directions, but they look really nice, and they smile loads. I've thought about it a lot, and I think it's all to do with what's happening inside people. If they're always having nice thoughts and are good and kind people, they always look lovely, no matter what. And if they're awful people with rotten thoughts, they'll look horrible. Daniel had been smiling a lot more since we got lost together, and his face was definitely looking much nicer. While the imam led the prayers, the Greens watched from the back. Afterward, they said it was absolutely beautiful, like nothing they'd ever seen before. Next, we were all going to our home for an Eid feast and presents. That's the best part of Eid. We had presents for Daniel and his family, too, even Susie, who had joined us this time. Daniel rode with me in the Peanut, and on the way he pulled out a little wrapped gift from his jacket pocket and grinned at me. It's another Eid present, but for Charlie. It's a Batman keyring. Do you think he'll like it? Super definitely, I grinned back. The feast covered every single centimeter of our dining table, which we called the Eid table on Eid. We always put piles and piles of things on the Eid table because we have lots of friends and family to visit. This year was biryani, samosas, pakoras, roasted leg of lamb, and chickpeas in yogurt. You guys could see all the foods there. But what my mouth wanted most of all were the sweet desserts, like the delicious Pakistani thing my mom makes with thin noodles and milk called savayan, and Miriam's special chocolate brownies. Miriam might be super annoying most of the time, but she's getting really good at baking brownies. I sneaked one for myself and one for Daniel before Issa licked them all, like he always does. Quick, eat it before anyone else comes in. I laughed out loud. Daniel gobbled his so fast he got bits of brownie all over his teeth. What? Mumbled Daniel, still with his mouth full. Your teeth are so brown, I snorted. Daniel started laughing too. So are yours. And there's Omar and Daniel laughing. And that is the end. And it says the next Planet Omar adventure is coming soon. Okay? So, to finish the book, they were celebrating the holiday of Eid. That says when Ramadan is over. And if I had to make a connection between, a holiday that I celebrate would be Christmas. Okay? Because they said that they get gifts on Eid and they go to the mosque and they go pray on Eid. Whereas, people who are Catholic might go to church and pray on Christmas, or you might just celebrate Christmas with gifts and things like that with your family. Okay? And then it seems at the end of the book that Omar and Daniel became friends, even though it was a bit of a problem throughout the entire story. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the story. And we will hopefully do this again sometime soon. Thank you guys for watching all of the chapters, and I will talk to you later. Bye.